Yo, what up, guys? So, I was recording a video, and, needless to say, this ended up taking a shit. It's my tripod. I wanted to record it that way I can get the full view of the car and have a nice video, a little HD quality, but I have to use the front side camera. I have a major ass headache right now. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to get a video in because I went to Taco Bell. I already did a full extended video, but it totally crapped on me. The video stopped, and anyways, happy holidays, guys. Back on the grind here now. Needless to say, I went to Taco Bell and I got a lunch box. So let's see if we can see this here. Taco Bell ain't cheap, and that's what I got there, right there. The lunch box. I got my dad's chicken chalupas as well. I was doing a review on nachos, and then the video kind of just crapped out on me. So where was I? Needless to say, went to Taco Bell, got a lunch box. That's what the lady kind of referred to me. So I said, yeah, let's try that for the channel, right? Obviously, I've not been uploading videos all the damn time, but I got some time because I got some downtime. So let's do a video. Kind of bored. I want to get on the YouTube channel and talk some shit. All right? The white cracker of the South and shit. Kind of shit. Anyways, the white crack wizard and shit. The little gnome on it. The little gnome on it and shit, Shout out to Gnome. And shout out to the military, too. Lord bless America. The camo and shit. Anyways, I don't know what to really mean. I have no idea what to really mean about some damn things. I was going to mention that, holiday specials. Christmas is obviously coming around the corner. Thanksgiving came around, and I didn't know what to really mean about the food. We have a ham shop here in my city. They sell special. It's like $100 ham, right? Honey glazed ham kind of thing. It's a specialized ham, and I've been eating it for breakfast. And I don't know why we don't get better food in America, guys. No, we focus so much on fucking food in America, but yet somehow we're always eating the same goddamn shit somehow. It never makes sense how we don't get better fucking food. I'm gonna make this a point right now with the Lord as well. We put so much emphasis on food, fast food, dining food, all that kind of shit. Rachel Ray, home cooked food. And it all just goes to shit apparently, obviously. But where's the richness in our food, guys? I don't know. Obviously, a lot of us just eat junk food. I know there's a certain culture who eats this idea of, not just in the jungle itself, but vegans, juicers, right? They eat fresh foods, what they call organic food, right? They eat the organic food. And there's this idea about the food being infused with not just rich molecules, but having vibrancy in the food, right? That some food is dead and some food gives you life. That's what I was learning about food. Obviously it's the food channel, so I wanted to mention this. Some food's very vibrant. So, you can literally take an ounce, literally a bit of, some kind of papaya or some kind of strawberry that it's fresh organic food, and literally to compare it to an entire slab of some dead meat. And somehow this food's that much beneficial for your body compared to what this meat even is. It's like, now you have to have that much digestion for this meat when you could have just ate a little bit of strawberries and have that much energy. Concerning what energy is. Also, metabolism's always different for everybody. I know some of us have bad metabolisms in the U.S. Metabolism's a big deal, in my opinion. I know as I got older, my metabolism's gotten shot several times. Things fuck up our metabolism, regardless. And I've been wanting to get back on the fitness train, let alone the good food train. Obviously, I enjoy several different kind of foods. I obviously have a food channel, so I'm going to do, an extensive food channel review eventually about what vibrancy food is and sample some food. But, when it comes to like quick vibrancy food, I don't think we really have this kind of shit in the U.S. Then we have Jamba Juice. I think I've done a Jamba Juice review. But even then, I think that kind of has a little process in it, a little processed food. It's not exactly like totally organic or totally, what you would call all natural and just super foods. They call these super foods. What they call these foods, guys. They're expensive foods. I know when I was a young kid in high school, this company called Monet Vey came around. And that was their whole spiel. This is a superfood, and it was called the acai berry. And somehow this acai berry was, very concentrated and very rich, and it was very preserved. And it's supposed to make you very healthy. That was the whole spiel. I did feel a difference in my body, but like I said, metabolism is different for everybody. You know, some of us have different genetics, different backgrounds, different cultures. So, you know, some people can eat all the meat they fucking want, guys. You know, I don't believe in this whole vegan bullshit about, you know, the gurus telling us everyone to not eat meat, you know. Some people survived on meat. They're carnivores. It's who they are genetically. You know, some people, on the other hand, they are vegans, you know. They infuse the light from the leaf, from the actual plants. You know, they sustain themselves off of vibrant energy from plants. That's what I've been studying with, you know, spirituality and food, and it's so fascinating, you know. You know, I can't exactly prescribe a certain kind of food to somebody and say, okay, you know, this is what you should eat. I was learning that 23andMe on the internet has, you can actually upload your genetics and say, this food's good for you, this food more beneficial for you concerning your genetic makeup. You know, go buy this kind of food or take these kind of vitamins, kind of bullshit. You know, shout out 23andMe. If you haven't got your DNA tested, I would highly suggest it. You know, some people are counter-establishment, counter-culture, but, you know, even if you can, hell, test it yourself if you can, if that's your problem, you know, go out of your way and test it and have your genetics for you. My point is have your genetics, you know, listed and understand, you know, your genes, because it's very healthy, it's very wise, it's very beneficial for you to be, you know, that much of a proficient person in this world, concerning the time we have allotted to live here, you know. It allows you to maximize who you are, you know, what you can eat, how you can exercise, you know, how to actually develop better genes, let alone for your children. And if you're going to have kids, you know, developing better genes is possible if you start getting down to the nitty-gritty about what genetics are about, you know. I was taking a class on genome technology, and, you know, the university has been developing these kind of ideas, bioengineering as well as something else. And it just takes development, guys. You know, you can become a better person genetically, you know. Probably even divine or holy, given enough work and enough potential and enough sacredness. You know, you got to study those kind of aspects, obviously, but you know, it's interesting genetically. And so, like I said, some people can eat, you know, a lot of fucking chicken or a lot of fucking beef and literally be this energized. You know, that's what they got going on genetically, you know, let alone spiritually. That's who they are, you know. Well, other people, you know, they can't even eat an ounce of meat because it gives them the shits. You know, that's what they got going on in their family. It's like, yeah, I've seen this shit. Like, my sister can't eat lettuce because it gives her the farts, you know, and lettuce is supposed to be good for you. You know, it literally farts fucking lettuce with her, and it smells so goddamn bad. Another lady I met on the internet who, she can't eat TacoBell because she doesn't like, you know, how it makes her farts smell. I'm like, maybe you got a demon in your body, lady, you know, that's what that's about. You know, I can't be this funny, but that's what I'm learning, you know. Demons are real too, and that's what that's about. Some people, they got food demons, you know. Obesity is like kind of like a food demon, you know. It's how evil it looks, and that's how terrible it is, you know. It's a food demon, right? Some people really like their food, guys, you know. Not more to mean about food demons as well, you know. That's what it is. If you model it genetically or look at it genetically, it probably has certain issues, you know. It ain't exactly balanced, it ain't exactly concise. It's obese, right? You know, it eats and eats and eats and eats and eats. And it's not like this is a portion of a meal. You know, when they try to help these people with food, or when they staple someone's stomach, it's always the concept of measuring your meals, right? 3 meals a day, or a portion of this and a portion of that, to teach people how to be concise with their eating, to understand, you know, how to maximize, you know, the portions they're taking too. That way the metabolism kind of balances out. And if you keep feeding something and feeding something, that's what that kind of is, you know, aggressive loss, overweightness, all that kind of shit. So we're learning this kind of shit regardless with systems and engineering, and it's kind of like, you know, that's what that really is, you know. You could have ate, you know, just a little bit of food and been energized, you know, took some vitamins, but you decided to eat all this fucking junk food, you know, that isn't exactly, where it's not just nourishment, but beneficial for the sugar intake, your blood, you know, it has certain side effects in general, but that's the food you choose to eat all the damn time, you know. It's like, you gotta balance your diet out, you know. We learned this in health. We learned this what in elementary school, you know, the food pyramid, you know, a balanced diet. That's what we got taught, right? Have a balanced diet for your body, you know, a little bit of fish, a little bit of bread, a little bit of meat, a little bit of vegetables, you know, as we get told, eat your vegetables. I've been trying to find that kind of shit, guys, for us to put a review on. And so let's say we went to Walmart, right? Having a balanced lunchbox, right? Some vegetables, some meat, you know, and not like some microwave bullshit too, but something fresh, you know. I'm not talking about preserved foods. Obviously, they have that preserved food, like the big man steak or some shit, you know. I don't want to hear that kind of shit too about the processed foods and microwave food. something I can actually, you know, just kind of heat up and call it a day. You go to the store and say, get some fresh chickens, some fresh vegetables, some potatoes, and call it a day. Maybe even a beer, right? That'd be nice. So shout out to whoever has that going on. I know someone has that going on. I just can't find it. Maybe I could DoorDash it. Who knows, right? I wouldn't mind eating that fucking way. That way it's nice, fresh food for me, and it's good food for me. So obviously, microwave food has issues too. And it's not. My point is, it's not exactly frostbite's real, right? You know, you throw food into the freezer. If you don't eat it right away, it ends up thawing out, you know? And it's like, what am I eating? It's gamey, it's chewy, it's like, I don't understand what my body's even going to do with this shit. It already has frostbite, so I'm becoming an Iceman. Obviously, if you guys cannot tell, you know, I look like a fucking Iceman, right? From fucking, you know, the Yeti of the fucking spaghetti of UK or some shit, you know? I don't even know, from fucking, you know, northern fucking Russia, fucking Antarctica or Alaska or some shit, you know? All this ice in my body all the damn time. You know, eating ice and shit, you know. I'm probably going to become like a snowman of snow cones or some shit. I can't make this shit up, guys, you know. Some people had to live off ice somewhere. I don't know what to tell you, you know. They started flavoring ice, started eating ice, and what food was, you know. Pissing in the ice, making custom magical spells and shit, you know, like wizards and shit. Anyways, needless to say, this is the lunchbox I got. This is the, I know I'm talking a lot of shit right now, guys. I got a headache, so. Oh. Man, good memories, right? So, this is the double stack. This is I got a beef gordita supreme, a VP 5-layer burrito, a double stack taco. So, this is the 5-layer. This is the taco. This is the Gordita Supreme. The soft taco. Called a soft taco. So what the hell is the difference? The double stack taco, apparently. Oh, this is double stack. So double stack has a soft and a hard shell taco. So here we go, guys. I already ate some of this shit. These are delicious. This is the Gordita Supreme. So a gordita, right? A fat bitch, right? Gordita, what it's called. It's beef. What I like about this, I think I've reviewed this personally. I'll probably go throw it in my tags. Obviously, the lunchbox comes with these 3 items. Oh, I also got some nacho cheese. I was supposed to review the nacho cheese, and I don't know, guys. Like I said, I did a big spiel on nachos and didn't get to complete the video, so I'll go back in that a little bit. But anyways, shout out to Taco Bell. I like the soft tacos, guys. There's something about their tacos that the actual taco bread, the actual tortilla, it's always delicious. Like I mentioned in the previous video, it's not cheap food. Taco Bell's not that cheap these days. It's a little expensive. You know, there's some people who my culture, because I'm adopted Hispanics, who joke about Taco Bell being white Mexican food, right? So it's interesting. So, off the bat, the gordita, I don't really know what to mean. The beef is fire. The cheese is good. The vegetables seem fresh. And the taco's good. It is delicious. I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. What it does need is sauce, right? I need fucking sauce. That would probably hit the spot. Well, plainly though, it's good enough. So, I don't know. Shout out to the Gorditas. Beef Gordita Supreme. Totally recommend it. My opinion on it, ultimately, sauce-wise, I'd probably throw some honey on it and some, maybe some barbecue sauce, some hot sauce on it, and really give it that kind of flavor, that kind of kick. To get straight up munching on the bitch and shit, you know? I don't know what else to mean. That was delicious, but how can I make it better, right? How can I make the food even more More saturated is not the word, but more savory. Savorous, right? That's the whole point of this channel, right? I should have named this channel, you know, the savoriest opinion. The savoriest opinion, you know. Obviously, it's kind of a, you know, the food critic, but, you know, the savory critic, you know. That's what I should have named this shit, you know. That's always been the point of my channel all the damn time. Is it savory or is it not, you know? Can I get a win-win-win, right? You know? Can I savor this shit? Is it zestful? Is it flavorful? Is it savory, you know? What makes food good? I mean, I've been trying to expound my vocabulary concerning the, you know, the descriptions and the experience and the texture and composition of food, but that's what I like about my food, my channel, right? The savoriness of food. You know, it kind of makes me a fat fuck in my opinion too, but like I mentioned before, you know, there's different food in this world, right? There's superfoods, there's fast foods, there's soul food. Obviously, there's soul food, right? People cook with their souls and shit. They make it that savory, that flavorful, that delicious, obviously delicious, and all that kind of shit, right? So, my name is Delicious. My name is Delicious. You know who that is? It's Delicious. Right, guys? Delicious. My name is Delicious. My name is Norbert. Shout out to all my black folks. I love your soul food, too. All right. I'm gonna try the nachos up right quick. I think it's already too cold. It came a little hot, but I don't know what to mean. I gave this cheese from Taco Bell a good review. Now it's not spicy, but it's zesty. It has a certain kind of like a certain kind of like they not that they seasoned it, but it has like a kick to it. Like you can compare it to spice. But it's not like it's going to burn your mouth. So it's like not nacho spice. Like I think it might have some like a little bit of jalapenos in it, like jalapeno powder, to give it that kind of jalapeno nacho taste, right? What it kind of reminds me of. So, how would I really compare the nachos to something else? Some nachos is just straight up cheese, right? They melt some cheese up. They have a nacho can. I used to go to the San Jose flea market, get some nachos with some jalapenos and some kind of cheese. But the cheese wasn't like, it had an actual distinction of, I want to use another word besides flavor itself. Like, if I were to describe the description of how it tastes, right? It has a certain taste. We're going to use the word taste. Obviously, flavor is an idea, but taste. There's a taste to this actual cheese. It tastes like it has not potency, but some kind of idea concerning the meaning of good cheese, obviously. But how can I really be descriptive and like narrow it down? Honestly, you know, my taste might not be the best as well, so I'm trying to develop that shit up. Well, I got the YouTube channel, you know. Get some good taste, you get rich and shit, you know. It reminds me of like it has like a little, there it is. It does burn a little bit, yep. I think it's jalapenos. It might be like they have like a jalapeno processed cheese, you know. That usually you buy at the store, like jalapeno nacho cheese. Where it has like ground up jalapeno shavings and shit, you know. Like seasoning or like hot sauce in it. So that is delicious. Certainly my opinion. Maybe you don't like jalapeno cheese, so who knows. On to the next one. And I give that nacho cheese 9 out of 10. This is the double stack taco. Probably a little too cold already. I should throw some cheese on it, but I want to give it a first bite. I see. I see. So this has, you see that? You see that red stuff right there? It's got Doritos in it. Yeah, like Dorito chips or some shit. Not exactly like, I remember they had the Dorito taco shell itself, you know. I don't know. I like the Dorito taco as well. It wasn't like, it was like the kick or the best special they had to me. But it was delicious. It was also expensive, right? Because it was also the real special, right? But this reminds me of like an actual, you ever had the cheesy Gordita Crunch at all? From Taco Bell? I used to fucking love, I used to munch on those all the damn time, guys. Shout out to Taco Bell exclusively for those. I used to love those, you know. You can't find those anywhere else, you know. Go to a Mexican restaurant, they don't have that shit, you know. It was like a Taco Bell exclusive. I mean, they probably even copyrighted that shit, you know. So, cheesy bean and rice. So that I give that. Yep. Yeah, I see. How it unfolds. Yep. The beefy 5-liter. No, this was the double stack taco. So they didn't describe. They actually had Dorito chips in it. So it reminds me of Dorito chips. Probably just different chips. I don't think it's just Dorito exclusively. Needless to say, double stack taco wise, maybe 8 out of 10. I really like the Gordita better. The Gordita, it kind of like the way it chews in your mouth, the way it tastes, the flavor it has, the cheese. You know, the hard shell kind of gives you this crunch, and it kind of gets in the way of the savoriness of the food. Because the hard shell is not a Dorito chip. It's just like, here's a plain, you know, taco shell. So concerning like the fascination with good food being, you know, delicious or being somehow enjoyable, right? Meaningful, good food, fun food, delicious food. Obviously, when you got the munchies, you get what I mean. When you're fucking high on fucking munchies, you know, that's what you would look for, right? So, not because I can smoke weed, guys. I know people love their food with weed. I like food in general. I like to be sober these days. You know, things get a little weird with the weed these days, concerning someone's opinions. That's why I got the fuck off the weed, personally, you know. A little too true about some big people having their weed all the damn time, and it's like, fuck you guys, I want my weed when that happens to me, and it causes a headache, so. I don't want to hear that shit about the weed anymore, but I mean, I know there's people who can't eat with the weed. They got certain genetics going on, certain things going on. Needless to say, that aspect of food being delicious, savory, and what would you call the idea of food being consumable in your mouth, right? Chewing the food. Is it comfortable food, right? Is it the way you texture your mouth, you know, the way you eat your food with the food? Is it, this tasted good a certain way? Did this mean something concerning, like I said, the shell gets in the way of the food. Is it too crunchy? Is it too soft? You know, the idea of the dynamic of the way the food gets chewed, right? Pretty sure there's the confection itself. I know, and when you become a chef, you learn about confection. That's what the word they use, confection, the confection of the food. It's an actual word, guys. Don't believe me or not, look it up. Confection is a real word that I learned how it was applied to how when you go eat gourmet food at a gourmet restaurant, you know, there's an actual idea with the taste, the quality, the composition, the meaning, and alone, possibly even the art of the food, right? So they get into that kind of shit too with food. So obviously this is just fast food. I can't get into that kind of shit. So anyway, this is a 5-layer beefy burrito. 5 layers. This is what it looks like. Modeling my burrito. Modeling my burrito. I'm gonna model my burrito. You know, modeling my burrito. And it's not that big, you know. It looks like, kind of just reminds me like a taco. Let's try it. Mm-hmm. No, no, no. Mm-hmm. It happens all. So that's what that looks like. Let me gape this open like a rotisserie hole and shit. No pun intended. You see, it's full of cheese, full of beef, full of beans. I don't understand how it's fucking 5 layered. There is a layer between this taco and the next taco tortilla, and it's layered with cheese. So 5 layer, I'm not too sure. Maybe it has like a layer of actual beef, of actual cheese, an actual tortilla, and actual cheese again. It's very cheesy, beefy, and it reminds me of, so it's a layer of cheese, a layer of beans, and a layer of beef. Probably 3 tortillas in one. And the layer is probably the cheese, the beef, the beans, and the tortilla, right? Yeah, so, you know, it's layered a certain way. So, yeah. I don't really like it. You know, maybe if it was a little more fresh, because obviously the food's already going cold. But, I mean, how much was this truly? Because I feel like the basic half bean burrito they used to have. So, the beefy father burrito does not have a price. So, I mean, this wasn't bad for $7, though. This was a $7 lunchbox. So, you know, if you're hungry and you got, you know, $10, shout out to Taco Bell. I'm already full, guys. You know, I don't eat that fucking much. I still got, you know, a taco, actual taco, the beefy father burrito, and the, you know, the double stack taco. And really, the gordita kind of hit the spot. With all the nachos. You know, I was happy with that. This ain't bad for $7, guys. Shout out to Taco Bell. Yep. You know, it isn't like signature Taco Bell food. You know, it isn't like I said, the Crunchy Gordita Crunch or the Mexican pizza or the other burrito I like too, let alone the chicken chalupas, right? So this isn't bad. It's like taco burritos and gorditas. It isn't bad at all. So shout out to Taco Bell for this shit. And this video's getting kind of long. I'm sorry, guys, for talking my head out, but I haven't been on the channel in a minute, so I wanted to unload, give my opinion about some things. So anyways, sum it up, superfoods, nachos, Taco Bell review, holiday food. So if you guys know about any holiday food, any holiday specials, drop it on the link so I can get it going regardless. Right now I'm on vacation from work and I got nothing else to mean, so get a review in and work on my channel and make some sense about some food. Obviously I have a lot of plan for this channel regardless, but there's time restraints in my schedule, and obviously money is also strict some days. So, you know, I don't actually get to, you know, sample so much food that I would like to sample. Also the availability of the food, you know, sometimes I have to go out of my way to order it. And so, like I said, time, money, you know, the availability of the food too. Like I want to do some reviews of actual like fresh sample superfood and see, and do like a before taste and after sample and say, okay, this energized me, or this somehow, you know, I felt different this way. Obviously, when you eat fast food too much, you get sluggish. Your metabolism gets shot. Also, I think I might review some metabolism pills as well for this channel. Obviously, I don't want to be so, not anti-superfood or anti-healthy, but so concentrated, so focused on junk food, right? I believe in having a good metabolism, guys. I know when you're in shape, when you're a fit person, you know, you can just eat like pizza after fucking pizza, right? You're just burning through the fucking food. It's real power, guys, you know. Having a good metabolism, you know, there's some people who don't quite get, you know, what their metabolism is about. They have certain beliefs, what I learned. I'm not going to mention names, but it's somewhere in the United States concerning on the East Coast about what their food's about. I ain't talking shit, but it is the truth about what their food's about, and I don't fucking like it. You know, you don't fuck with people's metabolism in the first place. You know, when someone earns their metabolism, guys, when they go to the gym, they put in the work, you know, they get to carb up, they get to carb load, they get to eat what they fucking want, right? They have the metabolism for it, guys. You know, they have the chem width, the chemical bandwidth, the actual, not the prognosis, but the earning and the advent of their actual body. So, you know, they have to eat a bunch of food to, you know, keep their muscles going. And that's what that's about. On the other end of the spectrum, you know, when your metabolism's shot, you don't exactly understand, you know, why you're eating all this fucking food. You know, you have no reason to be eating because you're not exactly burning calories, or you're not exactly able to, you know, take that big of a turd and you're just packing all the pounds. Because, you know, that's what food is. It becomes a piece of shit. No more to mean. You know, I'm being a little asshole right now, but I could have believed some things I kept learning about some people's food and bodies somewhere. About, you know, I've been studying food for a minute, and so I learned about metabolisms, and I said, you know, there's actual vitamins you can take to actually boost your metabolism, to actually help you with your metabolism. It's also based on genetics, guys, and I've been pissed about genetics lately. Eventually, I plan on joining the military someday, and just getting into the military, because I'm learning when it comes to the gym, when it comes to this work lifestyle, you have to be very strict. You have to be very focused. You know, you can't exactly have the benefit of just taking care of your body. You know, this is why militant people have good bodies. They're able to focus and take care of their body. They're not exactly having to keep a balanced life of work and family and all this kind of shit. You know, that's what that needs to be about, in my opinion. Keeping it simple, keeping it easy, and getting it done. You know, rather than, you know, lollygagging or bullshit at the gym with some, you know, some little you know, some girl's, you know, fat ass or some shit. You know, that's not good. You lose track, you lose focus. You're at the gym for a reason. You're paying for it. So, anyways, shout out to the military again. Starting food though, metabolism wise, the pills I like is called Performanex, and they're not cheap. They have two different levels. They have V2 and V3. These pills have some kind of idea concerning a level of caffeine and some kind of complex to help your metabolism. Is it the best one I've found? Possibly, but it's like $100 on Amazon. It's called Performanex. It's real. It's like a supplement for metabolism. Some people can't believe this shit's real, but it is real. I had to stop taking this kind of metabolism shit because I ended up relying too much. I didn't get too energetic, but I got a little too off kilter. You know, I don't know if I was taking too much of it, but I wanted to kind of like not flatline, but like kind of stabilize my my body and just be at peace and at ease rather than to be so jacked and so energetic, right? Obviously, if you have a fit body, this might do wonders for your body. If you have a fat body, good luck. You might be a little too. You might have to take a big shit. You know, like I said, it depends on the medicine and the actual genetics involved and how it reacts and what the results are, because the results kind of vary, right? So some days I felt very, depending on my energy levels, depending on my food that I ate, I felt very either energetic or very I wouldn't call it anxious or apprehensive, but a little fritzy concerning what I was realizing with my energy levels and my metabolism. So metabolism being, you know, one of the best things in the world. You know, some people don't have a good metabolism, so we get stuck with idiot problems, idiot people, in my opinion. Those are idiot problems, guys. So take care of metabolism, enjoy your food. You know, because if you don't exactly understand what you're doing with your food and you're getting a little too overweight or obese, you know, that's a metabolistic problem, you know. And there's other issues with it that don't even make sense at all. And I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to perpetuate that bullshit. But having a good metabolism is a blessing, guys. So eventually I'll try to talk about more metabolistic supplements I'm going to try and see how that really makes sense. Obviously, when you're eating junk food, you have to have a good metabolism. Like I said, you kind of earned your junk food, right? You earned your junk. Because you have to be able to process it, or else it just slugs up in your body and it doesn't make sense at all. And you become a fat bastard, you know? So, no more to me. And shout out to Fat Bastard, you know? Yeah, you know, then you start fucking with gravity, right? And your God becomes gravity, not metabolism, not fitness, not leanness. Let alone stout, right? A stout person compared to an overweight person. There's a different idea of consciousness, different idea of genetics, obviously, and different lifestyle. and different pursuits and different capabilities. You're not stuck on the couch all day. You're able to do work and get rich. You know, you're not relying on, you know, mom and dad to wipe your ass and shit, like Cartman, right? So, no pun intended. Anyways, take care. God bless. Happy holidays, guys. Probably put another video in. I said I'm going to start a movie review channel as well. Just to get movie reviews in. You know, start an opinion channel somehow and see what the point really is going to be concerning this kind of shit. I don't know. I don't really know what to mean. I want to start a YouTube video channel about movies because it might be endless. You know, I'm going to be able to review a movie. It's only $20 to actually start a movie review channel, get unlimited movies at my local theater, and start this kind of shit, you know. I'm realizing eventually I'm going to run out of food to review, so this is why I want to start a different channel and go that route. And I really appreciate all the subscribers, all my viewers, and worldwide, wherever you guys are, watching my channel and really understanding, you know, you guys didn't have to give me your attention, but I appreciate it, you know. So shout out to everybody who loves my channel. Hell, the haters as well, you know. You know, at least we're reacting, we're socializing, rather than being, you know, monotonous idiot at home, you know, jacking their dick off with video games or some shit. Anyways, God bless, take care, love you guys, peace, and if you haven't, please like, subscribe, comment, and well, what else, right? Like, comment, subscribe, and give your opinion, guys. All right, take care, God bless.